Now, Mark Tibbs, while we've got the chance to speak to you, have to speak to you about Dillian Whyte, cleared of all wrongdoing by UKAD just before his last fight in Saudi Arabia. You and Dillian both must feel vindicated.
Yeah, well, do you know what? It still goes on. We still get, I mean, he must get it tenfold, but every now and again we get comments only online, not face to face, because they're gutless. And these people, and they know who they are. Even on the train on the way back from Saudi Arabia, one or two few people on the line that was on the plane with me. But listen, I can look at them, I know what they're all about, and they ain't real people. But listen, we knew all along about our Dillian. We knew all along about him, how he was, and how innocent he is, and how he was, and what went on, how he got tested, and this and that. And it was just a matter of time for the right avenues and the right, it come out the right way, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a few red-faced people now out there, and they know they are. You know what I mean? And so
probably a few getting sued as well, but we can talk about that another time. Dillian obviously did well, beat Mariusz Wach, good win. Came in a bit heavier than people were expecting. Did he have a lot of time in the gym before the fight, or did he come in a bit late? Was it a short notice job?
No, listen, he worked. He always worked in the gym. He always worked in the gym. He was not a little bit heavy. He was far too heavy. You know.
I was being polite.
Yeah, no, I know. He was far too heavy. I wasn't pleased at all. But you know what it was, the level of pressure around that scenario, with that smear, with that scandal, whatever you want to call it, that accusation. There's a lot of pressure on him. And everyone thinks. He's a tough guy and he's resilient and this and that, but people are slagging him off 24/7, yeah. And I'll be honest with you, I had a text the other night from a close friend. I would never mention his name because it was well, he ain't a close friend, but an associate in the business. And I couldn't believe what he said to me after all what's gone on. And I texted him back. I said, obviously you haven't been following the process, because you wouldn't talk like that. And then the next day it was still on my mind, first thing in the morning. So I rang him actually that night, about 12 o'clock at night. I get his text. I rings him first thing in the morning, about 8 o'clock, one answer. Then I managed to speak to him, and he says he never sent it. Well, it's come from your phone. It's come from your phone, and he held his hands up. So I've never said it. I've still got to talk to him about that. I've got the hump about it, because yeah. But no, that was odd. But listen, I know.
If he's watching this, I bet he's just had to change his underwear.
Yeah. No, he knows. But listen, yeah, no, listen. I don't want to. That's been and done for me as a trainer. That's all done. We're going to move on. We're going to get him back to where he was when he fought Rivas, and he's going to go on and shake up the heavyweight scene for sure.
I mean, talking about that, he's WBC interim champion again. He'll be the mandatory after the Wilder Fury rematch. Probably early 2021 they're talking about now. How do you kind of keep him busy and keep him motivated before that title shot happens? What's the kind of level of opposition to keep him interested?
Well, he's very self-motivated. He's very real. He's very real. He don't want his backside wiped for him. Do you know what I mean? So it's lovely.
What an image.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah. He's a realist, and he's got good people around him, and we'll work hard and do whatever area our job is. We'll do the best we can for him, because he's a true fighter, and he works from the art and puts the work in. You know what I mean?
He's really proved that with this as well, because to carry on training with all the things, as you said, people were saying about him, UKAD not coming forward as early as you would have liked as well, and now finally it's gone. But during that whole period, to still be training and to keep your motivation and your focus, that shows a certain steel inside, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I've done a couple of strength sessions with him, and that was good. But I've done lots of boxing with him, obviously, because even when we've not got a date, we do touch base now and again. And it's always lovely to see him when the pressure's off. That's when you learn new tricks. Tricks, and not new tricks, but it's nice to stay in touch. It's nice to keep them levers going, and when the pressure's off, that's when you find yourself, if you know what I'm saying. But so we're always doing that. And yeah, no, it's going to be a really, really exciting new year next year for sure. Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy and over the moon the way everything's turned out. Timing wise, it couldn't have been better. But thanks to thanks to Team Whyte. Team Whyte, yeah.
Brilliant. Mark Tibbs, really appreciate your time. Send our best to Dillian, obviously, and we look forward to seeing him back next year.
Thanks for the support, Dan.
Cheers, mate.